Hello, friends.
The new station alert has arrived.
Wow, what a nice way to open this first alert weather. Did you hear that? That was my app, my first alert weather app, sending me a notification because we're updating that app constantly. If you had the app this morning and you were in that tornado warned storm, you got a push notification. Severe threat is over in North Georgia. Here's a look at when rain will completely end. Brand new video just updated into the app. Okay. You can download the first alert app at any time. It's a fantastic tool to have. Okay. Okay, guys. There was a confirmed tornado this morning in Henry and Spalding counties. It was on the ground for about 30 minutes. It crossed I-75. We got live video of the tornado itself crossing I-75 in Henry County. We're going to show that to you in just a few minutes. Just incredible. Just incredible video. The storm threat is now ending. Most of the rain is actually moved off to the east. However, we do think there's going to be another little band of rain. We'll show you that, but really I wanted to just talk about tornadoes since we are in the middle. We are right at the height of severe weather season for us here. This was not just the tornado reports. This is all of our severe reports over the last 72 hours. This storm system, while it was hot here this weekend, this storm system raked areas like Western Tennessee, Western Kentucky, Illinois, Arkansas. There was days of flash flooding, hail reports. You could see multiple tornado reports, so many flood reports. So this storm system has been really strong for days. And you could see, here's the tornado reports. There were hundreds of tornadoes actually in the last week from this storm system. In the last 3 days, you could see certainly plenty across Tennessee, the Tennessee Valley, and Mississippi. And we saw our own confirmed tornado this morning here south of Atlanta. Now, what do you need for tornadoes? Well, the number one thing is you need a mix of warm and cool air. That's the reason that spring is when we see the most tornadoes, because we get this warm inflow of air coming in from the Gulf, but it's still mixing in with that really cold air. We still have that cold air far enough south that those two mix together and they cause severe weather. So when we get that mixed with a strong jet stream, a strong upper level winds, then you can get turning in the atmosphere, and that's when you get tornadoes. That's the three ingredients you need. You can see the difference in the warm and cold air here. Check that out. It's 80 in Charleston, 81 in Jacksonville, 46 in Nashville. So that warm and cold air, those two different air masses are very close together. That's really what causes severe weather. We were sitting at 87 degrees on Friday and Saturday. It's 64 now. Temperatures will be in the 40s when you wake up in the morning. So this is certainly a strong cold front, and that's one of the big ingredients you need. It's the reason that we see by far the most tornadoes in the springtime months. This is the total number of tornadoes throughout our entire state from 1950 on. You could see in the fall, we really don't see that many tornadoes. The only time we really get tornadoes in the fall is when we see hurricanes move through. But the spring, March, April, and May, we see by far the most tornadoes. So we're right at the peak. We're in early April. We're right at the peak of tornado and severe weather season here in Georgia. And so anytime there's a storm system moving through, whether it's just rain, which it has been just rain in the last 24 hours, you still have a chance for spin-up tornadoes, which is what we saw. There's actually 2 tornado warnings out right now, one in South Georgia, one along the Florida Panhandle, and the threat will continue today for the southeastern part of our state. You can see there is a tornado watch out from just south of Augusta, so Waynesboro, down to Savannah, over through Douglas, Valdosta. So a large portion of our state, as this front moves south, could see additional tornadoes today. And whenever we talk about there's a tornado warning in your area, where do you go, right? We say go to your safe place. Well, this is really important. The safe place in your home is the most interior room of the house. If you have a basement, that is by far the best place to be. If you do not have a basement, an interior room, like a closet, or a hallway that is not connected to the outdoors, underneath stairs, or especially in bathrooms. Any bathroom that you have that does not have a window to the outside, it has a lot of plumbing in it, so it's a very secure space. So if you have an interior closet or an interior bathroom and you're trying to pick between the two, I would pick the bathroom every time. If the bathroom is connected to the outside of the house, then I would pick a closet, okay? That is the area it's going to take. You know, if you see a really strong tornado move through, it's going to take out the outer walls, but the inner walls will be pretty protected, okay? That's the reason that we always say, find your safe place. Basement is the best place again. So for the rest of the day today, the severe threat is very low. In fact, we're going to see a break in the rain between about now and 2 p.m. and then more showers surge back in late this afternoon from Atlanta off to the east and down to the south. But up in northwest Georgia, you're dry for the rest of the day today. It will be cloudy and temperatures will slowly fall as that cooler air starts to move in. And that cool air really settles in tonight, okay? After we get these strong storm systems that move through, we usually get a major cool off. So tonight we're going to fall into the low 40s, which will be chilly compared to the 80s where we were last week, right? Excuse me. And it is going to be significantly cooler through this entire week. Our high temperatures are generally in the 60s versus the 80s, guys, okay? So you can't put your jackets, your coats away yet. You're going to need multiple mornings this week, especially Wednesday morning. Atlanta will be at 40, but most of you will be in the mid-30s. And then I'm seeing the potential for 30s again on Sunday morning. So we're going to see another system move through Thursday into Friday, Thursday night into Friday morning. Severe risk with that is very low. Very low. We'll watch it closely, but it's looking very low with that system. Then we cool off again. I'm so sorry, y'all. Mondays are always tough, man. Your alarm goes off at 3:20. Whew. Okay, so the main things that we want to just tell you about this week, it's going to be significantly cooler. After today, the threat of severe weather with that next system is low. And then we're going to warm back into the 80s next week. So this will be a short-lived little cold burst, so enjoy it. I do think we saw significant amounts of rain. Okay, we saw over 3 inches of rain. That is really going to help the pollen. That's the most rain we've seen since early March. So it's really going to help wash the pollen out. So you should see some relief from the pollen at least in the next couple of days. I want to play now the video that we had. We were wall-to-wall in coverage this morning just before 8 a.m. and the confirmed tornado was on the ground. It was in Henry County. It was about to cross I-75. So First Alert Meteorologist Corey Jacobazzi found a live camera on I-75 in the area. We pulled it up as the tornado was literally crossing the highway. So let's show them that now.
GDOT camera. The cars are not moving here. That's what you
can
see.
actually, wow, look
Unbelievable.
at this is incredible.
So this is, again,
this
just
is
before 8 a.m.
I-75.
We
This
are
is
wall-to-wall
in
with
Henry
coverage.
County,
And
where the
look at the
tornado
winds
may
right
be
there, guys.
crossing.
That
This
is
is
the
the
tornado
tornado
actually crossing the highway there. Look at those winds. By the way, the west, the northbound lanes are not moving at all because the winds are coming through, because that tornado is coming through. Not because of a wreck, just because they're like, I don't think we're going to move. This is crazy. Now, we didn't see what was in front of them, but the tornado definitely crossed the highway just very close to them, which is just incredible. So, and there's a look at it. It was just past I-75 at that point. And again, this was a confirmed tornado that was on the ground, I want to say, for like over 20 minutes. We did not get any reports of injuries, so that is the good news. But rain-wrapped tornado confirmed on the ground around 8:40 that we caught on one of those cameras. This is why we do what we do. We hope all those people on the highway stayed safe. Again, we do not have any reports of injuries at this point, okay? Okay, guys, well, thank you for tuning in.
Of I-75.
Let me see. Can I make myself bigger here? Hold on. Maria, thank you. If you don't have a way to get warnings on your phone, because we were talking to some folks that lived down there, and they said that they did not get a warning from the National Weather Service on their phone. Well, you got to download our app. If you have our app, you will always get warnings of lightning in your area. You get warnings of heavy rain in your area. You get severe thunderstorm warnings. You get tornado warnings. You get all of it. All of it, okay? So the best way to do that is to go to the App Store, Type in Atlanta News First Alert Weather. It is an orange app. It will pop up. It is free to download. We are constantly updating it, but you have to turn your location on in the app so that the app knows where you are. That's how it knows how to send you those severe alerts of anywhere in your area. Then if you travel, you go to Athens, say for a game day, and there's a storm coming through the Athens area, you'll get the notifications for the Athens area. So it's not just preset to where you live. If you have your location on within the app, that is the best tool to get these notifications of severe weather coming into your area. And of course, we are always constantly updating the app, so it's a great tool to have. Okay, guys, you can let your guard down. I'm not expecting severe weather through the rest of the day, but we will see scattered showers again this afternoon, and then it will be much cooler through the rest of the week. I will see you bright and early, 6 a.m. tomorrow on Atlanta News First.